alcohol. Alright, so yeah, alcohol is a social lubricant. It makes us do certain things that we wouldn't normally do when we're sober. You know, we've all seen friends in a different light when they're drunk, and we've seen ourselves in a different light when we're drunk, good and bad. So this is a story about seeing myself doing something that I didn't think I could do when I was drunk. So, anyways, here it goes. I grew up in South America, so I've been going to bars since I was like a teenager. So this story takes place when I was like 17, 18, already a veteran at bars. And I was getting out of a bar, live music bar, and it was like 4:30 in the morning, usually the time it ends. And I just had that like cover band high, you know, I was like really excited. And I lived in the city, so I was only like 5 blocks away from my house. I could have taken a cab that was only like $1. But no, I decided to walk home because I'm a man and I'm drunk and I can't do it, you know, so I decided to walk home. It was only 3 blocks until I get to a park, and then 2 blocks to the right until I get home. And I had done like martial arts for like 10 years, so I was like very aware of myself, but I felt like invincible, but at the same time I was drunk, so I was like walking very like, you know, tough, you know, like I unbuttoned my shirt, I was like, you know, I'm tough. I was making very confident like Z patterns down the street. I said, you're not gonna mess with me, but at the same time I was drunk. So anyways, I get to the park 3 blocks down, and I'm waiting for the light to go so I can cross, and then this dude comes up to me, and I was like getting all Jack Bauer, and he was like, he's like, oh, do you play soccer at this team, blah blah blah, and like I did. So we started talking about soccer, and I was like, oh, maybe somebody I played before. So I kind of let my guard down a little bit. So he's like talking to me, blah blah blah, and he's like, yo, do you want to continue party? I got like, he points out to a car, and he's like, yo, I got girls, drugs, booze, and like he points out to a car. I look at the cars, it's like old Toyota Corolla, like tinted windows. Like I see one of the like windows was cracked down. It was like blinking lights. I was like, no thanks, Bolivian Charlie Sheen. Like I'm good. I'm just gonna go home. So he like, I'm like, you know, gonna shake his hand to go away, and he like bear hugs me like this, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. And then he lifts me up and like shakes me like, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. It's like I get back into like like my, you know, so I like push him away like a little kid pushes away vegetable soup. And I push him and I start like running away and towards my house, and he starts running away. So I go like this, and I notice I don't have my cell phone. Oh. So I like, you know, let's have a moment. Most people would just be like, dude, just go home. You don't know where he is. You don't have. He has a weapon. He has a car. Maybe there's other people there. You're drunk. Just go home. It was a shitty cell phone. You know, no. You know, alcohol is not just a social lubricant. It's liquid courage. You know, you're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, I'm not starting my getting mugged stories before I move to Philly. So I turn around and go after him, and he's running in like towards the park. He runs inside the park, and I'm going after him, all mad. And like I see him like he was like half a block ahead of me, and like I see him turn like somewhere. So I kind of like lose track of him, and I go and like around where he turned, I like turn and I see him, and he's like hiding between like a bush and a tree, like a little kitten. So I'm like, this move. I grab him, pull him up, and just shove him against like a tree. And he's never seen like he was scared. I'm just like, where's my cell phone? He's like, dude, he's like, where's my cell phone? And like I look in the park, and like a block in the park, walking away from us was like a couple of cops. They weren't seeing us, so I called police. He's like, dude, no, police, which is South America, so it was more like, policia, policia. Right? So they're just like, all right. So I hear all right, and I know he did it. So I like put my hand in his pocket, take away my cell phone. There was like 3 in there, but like whatever. I pull my cell phone, and I like shove him back, and then I start running towards my house. I run like a freshman in a college party just got busted. Like I'm just running to my house, and I get to my house, and it's South America. It's not safe, so I have like all these locks in the door. I got like, you know, like put everything. So I get inside, and my house, there was an alarm, and I was like all excited. So I like run in my house. Like you had like stairs, and like when you walked in, there was stairs, a little hallway that went to a little bathroom, and a wall where there was like the alarm. So I go, and I forgot that my mom just had a party and rented all these tables, and she like stacked them all next to the stairs. And it was dark. I'm running back, and I trip over them. All the tables fall down. I trip all over them. The alarm is about to go off. I don't have time to be the soccer player that I am to like roll around the floor complaining. I have to like get that alarm somehow. Like if it wasn't loud enough already to wake up my parents, I get the alarm, and then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm just like, what's going on? My mom's like, todo bien? Like all good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So like I go to my room, I'm like doing yoga to calm down, whatever. And like I wake up the next morning, and I'm like, did I just mug the guy who mugged me last night? Oh, what a good night.